to another Fragrance Quickie, and today's topic is Oud Wood by Tom Ford with highlighted notes of rosewood, cardamom, pepper, sandalwood, vetiver, oud, vanilla, tonka bean, and amber. And what could I possibly think about this one? Thumbs up? Thumbs down? What do you think? Now I know that there are lots of fans out there for this one. And before you go sending your demons of hell after my soul, hear me out. I've got a very good reason why I just can't give this one a thumbs up. For me, it just works poorly. The longevity is poor and the projection is poor. Now, I can handle fragrances that sit closer to the skin. In fact, some of them, I love it when they do that, sit at a reserved pace. But this one not only does that, it falls flat as well. So that's where it loses me. It loses its brilliance, the notes lose their clarity, and it just becomes dull. So I don't appreciate that at all. And what I get out of Tom Ford's Oud Wood, well, there is one thing that I do appreciate. I do get the oud. It's pronounced. I notice it. I love that. I get that. The dark, dry, woody, slightly leathery oud mixed with this balmy character, a mixture of the sandalwood, vanilla, and tonka bean with just a whisper of spice flowing through there as well. But everything is so soft. It just kind of muddles together. And in fact, what this fragrance reminds me of is a fragrance called Songe d'un Bois d'été by Guerlain. But how this one reminds me of that. Let's say Songe d'un Bois d'été had a life of 8 hours. To me, Tom Ford's Oud Wood seems like Songe d'un Bois d'été, but you're 7.5 hours into that fragrance. You know, you're way into the end of the life of that fragrance where it's getting ready to disappear and be gone. That's how this fragrance seems to me. So if you're a fan of Tom Ford's Oud Wood, it works well for you. You just might want to check out Songe d'un Bois d'été by Guerlain if you have not. For me, that's a fragrance that has more quality and more depth behind it. Now, as far as the women in my life, the feedback I received with this one, some said okay, some didn't like it. Nothing extraordinary happened with this scent. And as far as comparisons with M7, I've seen that out there too. M7 on me does not work well at all. As most of you probably know, comes off very powdery and very grandma-like to my nose. Well, this one, the powder is very mild. Of course, the whole fragrance is. So, for me, this fragrance is very different from Tom Ford's M7. Now, I would love to hear your input about Tom Ford's Oud Wood. What do you think about this fragrance? How does it work for you? And if you have not checked this one out and would like to learn more, follow the links down below. I'm Dan Mickers Mish, and this has been, well, not too satisfying of a quickie. That one guitar!